A UK crypto academy has just been shut down by the government after investors lost $5 million. And so in this video, we're going to look at why the UK High Court has just shut down Amy Finance Academy for misleading investors. Today's episode is sponsored by Cake Wallet, where you can send, receive, and even exchange your crypto right from within the wallet. Cake Wallet is open source and non-custodial, so you control your own private keys, available today on iOS, macOS, Android, and Linux. And StealthEX, a privacy-centric crypto exchange which enables you to make crypto-to-crypto exchanges anonymously. Hi again everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Enter Crypto with me, Chris Kenyon. Now in today's video we've got a bit of what looks like fraud. We've got about $5 million that's been reportedly passed through one particular company who's calling itself an academy, and there's been no clear accountability in this case, and so it looks like the London High Court has shut it down. So as always guys, let's quickly jump straight into this article. We'll see what we can learn and then we'll comment after. So the London High Court has shut down Amy Finance Academy Limited after investigations revealed financial mismanagement. The insolvency service led the closure after investors lost at least $5 million through the company's false promises of lucrative crypto investments. The FCA mandates that all financial promotions are clear and not misleading. According to the regulator's guidelines released in March, influencers and social media promotions are part of that framework. The Insolvency Service secured a winding up order against Amy Finance Academy Limited, a company founded by Desmond Amy in 2018. Amy Finance Academy offered financial education and crypto investment advice, but false assurances led to investors losing money. The company also reportedly failed to keep accurate accounts, hindering the investigation into its financial activities. And on April the 30th, the High Court in London ordered the company to shut down, and Desmond Amy, the sole director and shareholder, had promoted himself as a wealth creation expert, assuring clients that their crypto investments were secure. However, numerous complaints revealed that these investments were far from safe, and many customers suffered major financial losses. Mark George, the chief investigator at the Insolvency Service, criticised Desmond Amy for recklessly persuading individuals to invest in risky crypto schemes. He highlighted that the company's promise of financial education and concierge services did not compensate for the losses incurred by customers, and one of the main issues identified was the company's failure to provide adequate accounting records. An estimated $5 million passed through the company bank account from October 2019 to March 2022. So, I mean, so far it's difficult to know whether he's just incompetent, shall we say, or if there's actual fraud going on. I would guess at it being fraud, but I haven't delved into this case, but I wouldn't be surprised at all if the police are also looking at this, because you've got basically false investment promises, which is the company's made false assurances about the profitability and safety of its crypto investments. And this has led to massive losses for its investors. So he could have basically given them misleading information, and they've invested in it, and it's not been true. And if it's been found out to purposefully misleading people, then that might amount to fraud. Now, if it isn't, and it's just totally, he's just mismanaged it. And because it says here that they failed to keep accurate financial records, which means basically there's been a total lack of professionalism, there's no transparency. So when the government go back now, or the FCA go and look through their accounts, they can't, because there's nothing to look through. So that will also make the government suspicious. But I do imagine that there's going to be consequences here for this guy, or for this company, and the guy in charge who's been running it, this Desmond Amy. Because the reason for why they're going to have to either, come down hard on him or make an example of him is because if they don't, and this sort of non-compliance which this company's doing, it indicates that even regulatory oversight would not fully protect investors. And the government, this is kind of the thing that we are always saying in crypto. We want the government to leave us alone. We don't need them to protect us. We're all adults here. We know what we're doing. There's a chance we know there's a chance we'll lose money. There's also a chance we might gain money. we just want the government to get out of the way and let us invest as we see fit. The government doesn't think that should be the case, and that they should be protecting us at every, holding our hand every step of the way. And so if they don't come down hard on these people, then it's going to look like we don't need the government, or that the government can't actually protect investors from fraudulent or irresponsible behaviour within crypto. And there's another side to this. The government can also run with this, based on what I've just said now. They can say, well, actually, it's not that we can't protect you. What we need to do is create more laws. And so that can also, this type of behaviour can also be a trigger for the government getting even, heavier-handed with regulation. So if they're worried that the current regulations are not effective, then, at safeguarding us, as they say, or safeguarding against fraud, then, they're going to come down with a heavy hand, which would be even worse. Then we really would be wishing we'd been left alone. But the main reason for me why I always dislike hearing things like this, and I always, it makes me sad actually when I hear about crime or fraud or anything like this that's to do with crypto, because it undermines confidence in crypto, and so we lose. I don't know if we lose it, but people lose confidence in this, and it plays into the narrative that the government and the media try to portray about Bitcoin. And unless you're actually in crypto, unless you've got investments in it and you've been playing around with the technology, then you know why these types of things happen, because they happen in real world as well. Scams everywhere. And actually, when you're in crypto, it makes you more aware, because you are now your own bank. Basically the importance of due diligence before investing. You're wary of, say, overly optimistic promises that a lot of people just take for granted. In real life, you start recognizing any of the pitfalls, or relying on unverified sources that you see online that are giving you investment advice and stuff like that. So I never ever give any investment advice. It's not wise to do that. And so that's what I've got for you today, guys. As always, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click on that notifications bell so that you don't miss out on any future updates. And I'll see you all tomorrow evening. Take care.